Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about different things you can do to change your life in 6 months or less. I am filming this in the beginning of 2021, a year that I decided not to set New Year's resolutions. Rather than set those, I decided to focus on just a few short-term goals that would add up over time and essentially change my life in less than half a year. If you are currently on the same trajectory, let me know what things are working for you down below in the comment section. And if you are new here, also be sure to click that little red subscription button and the bell down below to be updated for each and every future video. Now, changing everyone's lives is going to be different depending on their circumstances, what's going on, and just details that makes everyone an individual. Did I say that's makes? Details that make everyone an individual. For me right now, I am trying to improve on my one-take video skills. So even though I just had a flub up in my speech, I am not going to edit it out because that is something I'm working towards. But without any further ado, here are 8 things that can change your life in 6 months. Number 1 is to stop complaining and appreciate how lucky you are every single day of your life. I try to start and end my day with this practice. It's essentially just practicing gratitude, and it has helped me whenever I am feeling just down or anxious or angry or jealous. I can stop and think, okay, this person has that desirable thing, but here are 8 things that I already have that I should spend my time being grateful for. Why am I wasting so much time being jealous about one thing I don't have and not appreciating or taking value in the things that I do have? If it's easier for you, I recommend with your morning coffee or while you're brushing your teeth at the end of the day, just stop and think, what were 2 great things that happened today and what are 2 things that I am grateful for? You might find this cheesy, you might think this is so stupid, but over time, your mind will retrain itself to focus on positives, things you have going for you, and more importantly, things in your control. So stop the complaining, appreciate what you have. Number 2 is to embrace loneliness and reinvent yourself in the process. This is something I definitely did in the 2020 quarantine. I already liked having my quiet time by myself. I did realize how extroverted I am on maybe every so often I would want to go out and see friends, and I obviously couldn't. So reinventing yourself, figuring out something for me, I realized I don't like to go to concerts. I would rather watch a concert or a sporting event from home where I have access to my kitchen and not horrible overpriced stadium food, and loud crowds just drained me of my energy. This is not involving musical theater. I will still go see a musical any day of the week, but if it comes to seeing an NFL game or a concert, I would much rather watch it from home. And that's something I realized having to be forced to stay home. And that wasn't reinventing myself, so to speak. That was just letting me realize, hey, this is something I don't really like very much, and if I come across this situation, I will either investigate further or politely decline. So take that time. If journaling is something that would help you with this, or a mood journal or a tracker or a bullet journal, whatever it is, figure it out. Just trial and error. Reinvent yourself. At the time of me filming this, we are currently not out of the pandemic. It is getting a lot better, which is awesome. But reinventing yourself and figuring out how to embrace loneliness. Number 3, say goodbye to people that don't bring positive energy into your life. This is something that I also have had to work on. There were people that I had kept in my life for probably longer than they needed to be, and they would just have nothing positive to say. They would be gossiping about people, and it wasn't until later I thought to myself, if they're gossiping to me about other people, how do I know they're not gossiping about me to those same people? I have no proof of this, but honestly, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and after you figure out how to embrace your loneliness, figure out what kind of person you want to be, and that will be heavily involved with the people you spend the time with. If you spend time with your best friend who wants to do nothing more than get drunk every Thursday at the bars and scroll on Tinder, but you want to start a side business that's going to need your evening hours and your sober mindset, you might want to rethink that friendship or just set up boundaries and barriers with when you see these people. Now, please note, these people might not like these choices that you're making. They might think that you've become a horrible person and they don't want to be around you anymore, and that's okay. The friends who are meant to stay with you will stay with you. I think I can count on one hand the people I have stayed friends with from high school, and they are not the 5 people I honestly thought that I would continuously be friends with, but I am so grateful for those people. They have brought out the good in me. They have the same values as me. They are driven, hardworking, and just well-rounded people that I am happy to have in my life. Next on my list, throw off the TV and set internet controls. This one I wouldn't say so much in quarantine, but again, if you are trying to build something or work on yourself, maybe have more time to focus on fitness or nutrition, at least setting boundaries. There was a week where I calendar blocked on Google. I'm a big Google Calendar fan. Did I say Google? Google Calendar fan. And I took a week and I audited my time. And I saw just how much I would scroll on social media, watch TV shows with my husband, and then go watch YouTube. It would be enough to be a part-time job. So if you are, again, someone trying to spend their time doing more productive things, just set your boundaries. You don't have to go cold turkey, but I will say it feels really nice to take a weekend off of social media. I'll go on my Instagram story, wish all the teachers well. We do Feed Up Fridays. I'll say have a great weekend. I'll catch up with you guys on Monday. 48 hours away from social media, internet, not always television, because my husband and I have been watching shows together as part of keeping home date night interesting. We got married 4 to 5 months before the pandemic started, so our way of still being newlyweds and keeping the spark alive would be us trading off dinner recipes. He'd cook and I'd do dishes, or vice versa, and we would watch television shows together. But if you're trying to save time, put some controls on that. Next, I have pick one skill you want to cultivate and put all of your effort into developing it. I did that with the piano. I did that with video editing. Now I am doing it with one-take filming. I know that I want to get better at shooting one-take films so that when I go and do auditions, I can just go right in, hi, my name is, and I feel more comfortable. I'm not going to speed up. I'm not going to go off on tangents. But for you, just pick something. Maybe you have an old list of resolutions you never got to. Pick one thing. Slow and steady win the race. If you want to get better at photography, if you want to get better at cooking, just any skill you can think of. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I have a partnership still going with Skillshare. If you would like, they are not sponsoring this video, clearly, but if you would like a free 2 to 4 week membership, I'm not sure which one it is, I will put that down below in the description box. All you have to do is fill out your information, set up a profile. You will have free access to any class you want. And they have hundreds of thousands of classes. I've gotten better with my Canon G7X. I've gotten better with all of my Adobe suites, my Office suite, anything I needed to work on. If I can't find it anywhere else, I sure can find it. Really good quality tutorials and videos, well explained on Skillshare. Wow, this became an unsponsored video. Number 6, commit to your goals and never look back. Since starting this series, the March Madness series, I have been committed to setting aside time, reverse engineering the process, and figuring out how on earth I'm going to put 30 videos out in 30 days. I have noticed that having these blinders on and focusing makes me more motivated to keep going. I don't focus on other people's videos and how they're doing. I focus less on my analytics, because at the end of the day, it's not about the views. It's not about the subscribers. The community is always important to me, but this month it has all been about, can I take on a project this big? It also will make the school year go by a lot faster. But this is a reverse engineering process. I've got my blinders on and I am focused. So commit to your goals. If your goal is to run a 5K, go look up the free Couch to 5K program. They even have an app that lets you stream your own music while you hear a coach in your ear for free tell you when to walk and when to run to build up your stamina to do a 5K. Number 7, sweat every day to boost your mood. Yup. And there are a plethora of places to find free material. I personally have loved doing Zumba Burn It Up on the Nintendo Switch. They have free videos about that game and all levels here on YouTube. We also has a Zumba class. You can look up hundreds of thousands of workout videos if you want to do yoga, Zumba, Pilates, cardio, lifting. For me, I recently looked up strength training and I went and bought a pre-used mat. Bottom line is, sweat and move your body. When I first got started, I would just put in an audiobook and go out and walk for an hour. There's a coffee shop about 2.5, 3 miles from my house. Pop in some earbuds, walk onto the coffee shop, get me a cold brew coffee, and walk back. I would have all my steps for the day, a good calorie burn, and my reading would be done, and I'd be caffeinated. That's like 4 wins. And last but not least, I wrote, fail forward and learn from every mistake you make. Truth be told, this is my second attempt at a YouTube channel. I had a channel from a previous life and I poured my heart and soul into this channel. I knew very little about analytics and having a theme and a brand, but oh my gosh, I would pour a video onto that channel every single day, and I wouldn't say it failed, but it didn't go where I wanted it to go, and I was not in a good headspace with it. It made me not the happiest that I could be. It was a long story, but I'm much happier without it. But I could consider that a fail. But now that I'm on this channel, I have learned from those fails. I like having a setup and upload schedule. I like being able to do a live stream every once in a while to check in with people, which I might do here in March Madness just to check in and see how you guys are liking these daily uploads. But the point of the story is, don't just take a failure, crumple it up and throw it in the trash. Learn from your failures. Where did you go wrong? Be constructive. What could you do better in the future to learn from it? For me, I learned that filming videos on my cell phone sideways in a dark, unlit closet wasn't going to produce good quality videos that would attract a good community. Now I am on a Canon G7X. I have a microphone. Yes, I'm in my car, but I don't mind filming in my car. If the topic is good and I want to share it with my community, I do not mind filming in my car. But either way, you guys, those are the top 8 ways I believe will help you change your life in 6 months. If there are any things you think I missed, let me know down below in the comment section. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Also, let me know how you're doing on your journey, what your goals are, what your struggles are. I would love to have an open conversation with you guys down below in the comments. Once again, make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.